the South West Area Group's Virtual Members Day. My name's Alistair and I'm the builder and owner of the layout Ladmanlow sidings, commonly known as Ladmanlow. I thought I would do this video as a short introduction to me and the layout. I live in the Peak District of Derbyshire, and when I returned to railway modelling in December 2012 after many years away, I decided to model railways local to me. My first layout was of Bakewell, on what used to be the main line between London and Manchester, which sadly closed in 1967. I chose to model Bakewell as it was my local town and the station itself is particularly distinctive. By the time Bakewell was substantially complete, the modelling bug had hit me, and I looked round for some other local station that I could model. I hit upon Grindleford on the Sheffield to Manchester line through the Hope Valley, a line which is still open and therefore afforded me the opportunity to model some modern image stock. I spent some time on Grindleford but sadly realised I simply hadn't got the room to finish it, and in the meantime I had developed an interest in the Cromford and High Peak Railway, a line famous for its steep inclines, tight curves and, in parts, the bleak open moorland setting on which it mostly runs. So I started to build a model of the Cromford Wharf area, which sits at the bottom of the sheep pasture incline next to the Cromford Canal. I made a good start, but then, sadly, in 2017 a sudden change in my domestic situation meant that I lost the available space to complete it, and also lost any interest in modelling for a long time. Towards the end of 2018, I was inspired by Rob Gunston's Sheep Lane to get back into modelling again, something small and minimal but with character. I wanted to keep the Cromford and High Peak theme, so I settled on a small 4 feet by 18 inches layout which would portray a typical CHPR scene. I chose the name Ladmanlow Sidings, which used to be part of the Cromford and High Peak, and it's situated just to the southwest of Buxton in Derbyshire. The layout in no way resembles the actual track plan of Ladmanlow, which was quite a bit larger in scope. So here's the track plan. 5 Pico Code 75 long points and some C&L flexi-track with a short fiddlestick off to the left. It's unashamedly a near copy of Rob's Sheep Lane track plan, but set at an angle. I started laying out the points on a piece of ply, and when I'd settled on the final layout, I turned that ply into the top of the baseboard, with a lane leading down away from the sidings. The contours of the land were formed with newspaper and PVA glue. I sprayed the track with Tamiya red-brown as a base colour, and then painted the rail sides and chairs with various Humbrol acrylics. I used some old Javis walling to try and visualise how it would look. I added some low hillside at the back of the layout, to try to give the impression the sidings are stuck on a ledge carved out of the landscape. When I was happy with the feel of it, I added static grass and flock. I decided to build my own walls using strips of styrene rod cut up into chunks. For the ground cover I decided to use cork to bring the ground level up to sleeper top height, to mimic the compacted ash surface which is seen on most of the Cromford and High Peak yards. When covered with grey paint and real stone dust, I think this makes quite a convincing look. I added a few small structures and some fencing, and that's about it. Here's a load of photos of the layout. One day in August last year I woke up before dawn and took the layout up onto the escarpment overlooking Taddington Dale in the Peak District. I then took a load of photos of the layout with the real scenery as a backdrop, just as the sun came up. Here's some more photos from then. And finally, here's how the layout looks today, with a new fiddle yard and proper lighting. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the Members' Day.